Hey YouTube, it's Matt with Reptiles. We're going to do a quick egg cutting. Let me close this door, make the sound a little better. You don't hear the gator cage in the background that way. I'm going to go ahead and try something a little different. A lot of natural light in today. So I'm going to kick off the overhead. I'm going to use our lighting in here and see if that doesn't make this a little nicer. We're going to find out, right? It is early. It's early because I'm off my day job today. Basically, I got most of my hours in and just said, to hell with it. If one can imagine that. Okay. So what we're going to be doing today is cutting a clutch. Don't mind the background. Kurt's working on installing outlets. So you may see him in and out. Say hi at least.
What?
At least say hi. You know, poke Kurt out, wave. Something. Well, let's go see what he's doing. Let's go. Let's go see what he's doing. So prove constant work goes in. What are you doing today?
What are you doing?
Working. What are you working on?
Putting outlets in.
Outlets. We need more outlets in this room, the baby room. So Kurt is working on that. See, he already cut that entire wall out. Not really. It was already like that. But he's doing some work. So if you hear some noises, that's what's going on. And let's show you the eggs. So these have not pipped yet. Their scheduled day would have been day 59. They're about day 57 right now. Here's why I went and decided to cut them. Because one egg had a window on it, and that window's turned really funky. So I'm not sure what's going on there, and I really want to know. So we're going to cut in there to make sure in case there's a problem in that one egg, see if we can fix it. That's the one spot where, you know, I think the egg's okay, but we'll see. That could be a sign. Actually, that's something I've never seen. I've seen windows, but I've never seen them go weird like that. So that's what we're working on. Yeah, I guess we're both cutting right now. So let me try to get the camera set up where you guys can see what's going on. And then I'm going to get to work. Remember, I will not be able to see your comments. For you Patreon folks, I'll probably do the Patreon live a little later today. Yeah, that's pretty good. So it may not be right at the same time, but I will be doing the Patreon live to go with this. But I've got some errands I've got to get done. I've got to run. This was kind of unexpected today. So we may break up the lives by a few hours. Also on the Patreon live, I've got some eggs that are now, we already cut, that are crawling out. So I'll be able to share some of those babies with you. Really exciting. So look forward to that. Get this all treated up. Okay. We are ready to go. We're going to start right up here, right? And if you guys aren't on Patreon, for those of you that aren't, you should be, because, well, we got a special coming up June 30th, like every month. We always have one. So if you're not there, get there. Now, this is a parent I'm really excited about, because y'all know I love my champagne stuff. And right out the crack, we got a champagne. There may be more going on in that snake. It's going to be hard to tell till it's out. But a nice big baby, really alive, really well, doing great. Definitely got champagne in it. So that is good. We also had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 eggs. That was the total we had on this clutch. So they're all still here. Hope we can get back to our really healthy baby's ways, right? Oh, hot mama. Look at that. So the first 2 babies we cut both had champagne, and now this one looks a lot darker than this one. So I do think we're going to have some stuff going on in those. That's awesome. So 2 for 2 champagne. Let's go ahead and get the one that's making me nervous out the way, guys. See what's up with this egg here. Just because it is certainly making me nervous. Okay, now there we can see the baby. So So it is alive in there and doing well. So this is probably something I don't need to worry about. But just because it's going to be really thick and hard, there, we're going to try to cut some of that open. Just in case it tries to come out through there, because it's almost like, yeah, see the shell's like just gross right there. I don't know if part of the yolk was attached there and had gone bad. But I want to make sure this baby has plenty of space to get out of there, not be stuck. Because the egg skin there is horribly thick, where it's not the rest of it. It looks like a really cool, probably a Lemonblast in there. No, maybe just a pin. You can see that there. I mean, there's something weird going with that egg. So, something obviously did not go right with the egg, but the baby is still good to go from appearance. I'm going to go ahead and disinfect my scissors again. Just 'cause I don't know what's going on with that. That's really strange. It's almost like, I don't know. I have no idea. So if you've seen that, tell me what you think is going on there. But yeah, it's a little bit, yeah, it was my girlfriend was bad when she was pregnant. What kind of snakes are these? These are all ball pythons. They're all, we're a champagne ball python bred to a scaleless head Lemonblast. She did not go last year. We repeated the pairing this year, and she went this year. This was, so she had a year off in between. So there you can see a nice pinstripe. And it's doing well. Boy, these are big looking babies too. I like big. Let me rotate this so you can see these last three a little bit better. There you can really see that one that I was really excited about. That was the first one. Woohoo! All right. Start dropping stuff. What in the holy hell? Okay, first confusing one. Not that confusing. I'm always like that. I'm always like, what in the hell? And I see a little more. So this is going to be likely movement in there. Awesome. That is a champagne as well as some kicker jeans. Probably got at least pastel in it. That may be a champagne pastel pin. Of course, we won't know on the scaleless head until we start, well, seeing heads, right? Which right now we really can't see at all. But we would assume about half of them to be, if the averages play out, scaleless head. Another pin. That thing's doing well. Man, these things are massive. Last one, let's go out with a bang, guys. Let's go out with a bang. Looks like we are. So you see that one again, looks all white. So that's going to be a champagne combo, probably with at least pastel. Not exactly sure what's going on. Hopefully one of those will be a scaleless head as well. Get you a little more visual on that snake. It's going to be really cool. Now I don't think they're going to stay all white. There you can kind of see it. Ah. So it appears all white now, but it's going to end up with like a digital camo look as it gets bigger. Let me flip this back around. All right, so the good news is we don't have, well, the good news is, first good news is all the babies appear live. We won't know if anything's, misformed or anything like that. I'm still a little bit concerned about the egg with the weird lump, just because, well, it's strange, right? And so you never like seeing strange things like that, because it always makes you a little nervous. But as of right now, everything is alive, looks good. That baby looks good from what I can see, excuse me. So all things are looking fine. Now, other piece of good news is we don't appear to have any normals. Not a single one. Not one at all. As a matter of fact, if I was a guessing man, looks like we got a couple champagnes, a couple champagne pastels at least, a couple pins, a Lemonblast. There's a lot of cool shit in there. So we really did. Cole, dude, I've had an albino diamondback rattlesnake for a long ass time. So I don't need to get one. I I've got one. As a matter of fact, I'm involved with multiple albino rattlesnakes. Like, yeah, we don't need an albino rattlesnake. We got that covered. I mean, what one do you want? You want a regular albino, a tangerine, or a lavender? I mean, you know. Anyway, on to these things. But we don't know. The bad part is we don't know about Scaleless head, and we won't know anything. Another one, then? I don't need another one. I don't need another one. I'd rather get some other morphs. And actually, I'd rather get a rhino viper. That's going to be next on the list. We do have tangerines in the house right now. Tangerine lemon is sitting right in the other room. We've shown all the time. There's feed videos of it, everything else. You can go find ours on there. It's there. I don't have too many right now. No, the lavender, Caleb, the lavender is at our zoo we're a part of. But we also have a purple haze there, which is going to be a caramel albino hypermelanistics. We got that going on. We will not know on this about Scaleless head until they're out of the egg, which will probably be a couple days. This is day 57. I usually wait till day 59 to cut having it pipped. But because of that spot, I just wanted to go ahead and make sure it was open and had a way to get out, which obviously now it does, and I was probably overly concerned. But given the way the last year went and the way the first clutch started, right? So I wanted to make sure. But the good news is last clutch did really well, albeit we had the one egg that wasn't good, which looking at it I kind of expected. And then right now we've got all of these that are great. So I don't know. And Cole, I don't know if we have any beardies in the shop. We usually do. I mean, it's something that we don't breed. They just kind of come in. Well, Nikki, we have a total of 7 of ours in the incubator right now, and 1 of Alex's in the incubator, which this was clutch 3, so there's still 4 left to clutch or to cut. I expect somewhere in the realm of 15 more for just Olympus. I don't know what's going to happen with the snakes with the fire. May get 9, we may get 4. It's hard to say. But what are we going to do an update on the Caiman? Well, you guys want to see the Caiman right now? I'll show you the Caiman, but then I got to go. So let's go take a peek at the Caiman. Why not? Why not show him to you? He's just... It's not in the best setup to film, so like, just haven't filmed with him much. But he lives here in this pond. Again, so he lives right there. Get a little light on him. Get you a little more light on him. Get all the light on him. So he has, a nice big water space. And then, yep, come on, start working. And then he hangs out right there on the land. You can see the land mass has plenty of extra room. We have some dirt up there. He got rid of it all. We do have flowing water. The water is heated. And that is how he's doing. He's been laying there for probably a day. But, yeah, so we're not doing updates on him because of an issue. And while we're here, Cole, let me see if I can't spot somebody else for you. This is just for you, too. Right there. There's your albino diamondback. So anyway, I mean, that's kind of what's... It's just... Partly it's dark in there, everything else. So we just haven't shown a lot. The Gaboon's doing great, but I just sat back down. So unless somebody super chats me, I can go look at a Gaboon. I'm going to be lazy today. He is in shed right now. Or she, I should say she. The Gaboon is in shed. But she's doing great. Everybody's doing pretty good. The Caiman is still getting out on occasion, So the last time it got out was maybe last week, and it ripped up the soft areas on the side and crawled underneath. So we've strapped those down better, and hopefully that'll keep it in place. As far as the gators that got mentioned, we did have 2 gators stolen from an outdoor enclosure at the shop. One of them has been recovered. However, it is deceased. The other one has not been recovered, and I expect it's probably been kicked out free into the wilds where it'll suffer a horrible fate come winter. That's just my guess, because once it's known they were stolen, anybody with any sense who had one is going to know they're going to get caught, so it's most likely to just let it go. But that is what's happening there. So, all right. Yeah, I know, it sucks, right? Can we do a live feeding with the Gaboon Viper? Well, see, here's the thing, Cole. Every time Olympus Reptiles does a live feeding, YouTube gets its panties all in a twist. That may be an insensitive comment. YouTube gets angry. YouTube gets like wants to. It would be nice. YouTube goes crazy, but if you do go to Patreon, we do live feeds every week, and the Gaboon Viper is certainly in the rotation on that. Here's the thing: Patreon is for the full Monty, the minimum level to get all the content. It's $5, Cole. It's $5 a month. If all you're interested in is the feeds, because I got some out at YouTube, I said, hell with you, I'll do it this way. $1 a month will get you all the live feeds. One live feed a week for $1 a month. That we can post on there. And then this is on a public video, then YouTube doesn't mess with it. So that's kind of how we do that. And I haven't done Instagram too much. I need to learn it. But we kind of keep our live feeds there. And hopefully it starts people down the Patreon path, and then they'll decide to become full members too. Because we have room for about a little under 500 more people. Well, no, right at 500 more people. But each level gets capped out. So, like, you know, come join the rest of us as my self-serving advertisement. So it's a lot of fun. Hell, I'll tell you, our Discord's probably worth the price of admission, because that's just people are going to always complain and report us. I've made enough people angry here. It's just going to happen. And, you know, they've got literally nothing else to do with their life but sit and try to be some internet warrior, you know, from mom's basement. Like, you're never going to get those people to stop doing that. Honestly, I feel a little bad for them, because I think, what would I do if my life was so miserable that all I had to do was to complain about videos on the internet, or complain about somebody else on the internet? And if my life was so miserable, that was my hobby, you know, it's time to go out in sunshine, right? Like, I'm going to go work on a pool here in a minute. I mean, why would I spend my time doing that, right? I missed what David was asking. I missed it. But knowing David... Oh, I'll try when he walks back through. I'll try. It's going to be hard, though. Very, very hard. New puppet is a keyboard. I have not seen that, but that is pretty funny. Well, can't we just cut some eggs? But I will be doing a Patreon live. We'll talk about those eggs. Plus, we'll talk about some other things as well whenever we get around to it tonight. Probably be shot from my house, maybe, instead of over here even, and that'll be fun. So let's see. Is he coming back down? I think he stopped. What we're gonna do is go on, Kurt. You have to be very, very quiet. There he is! You're supposed to stop and say hi from David W.
Hi.
We did it! We did it! We got Kurt to stop and say hi. That was just you. All right, guys. I'm going to have to roll up out of here because I got an ass load of work to do. And Nicole, I probably will not get a green mamba. But we are going to, over time, I mean, it's going to take years. So, you know, I really do say join to see what we do, because they get a lot more on there that I can do on there that I can't do here. And we are going to constantly... add things, and I'll add some venomous stuff. We'll add some other display animals. We're working on some other projects, and they'll always know first. It's just the nature of the beast. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna throw these eggs back in the cooker, and we'll see y'all next time.